Back in February 2025, me and my roommates were debating about the water intake. One of them was saying that 2 liters of water is good enough. One of them was saying that 3 liters of water per day is good enough. And in that, one person said that you should also not drink a lot of water. What? Then I asked him, what is the meaning of lot of water? Then he said, I think you should not drink more than 3 liters of water. That is harmful to your body. Then I asked him, do you really think that more than 3 liters of water will make a harm to your body? What do you guys think? That is more than 3 liters of water harmful to your body? Or the range is different? Or what is the main problem over here? Hello everyone, my name is Ramakrishna and welcome to Fitness to Fulfillment channel. In today's video, we will understand that how much is too much water for you. So throughout this video, we'll try to understand this topic by 4 key points. First one is that how much is too much, also known as overhydration. Second point is which is the big problem? Is it overhydration or is it dehydration? Number 3 is that how much is the optimal water intake per day. In that we will consider that what is the resting water intake per day versus what is the water intake when you do a regular exercise. And lastly, we will understand in the summary that what is the answer for the question that I just stated before and what are the final words from my side. Now, before we start this video, if you are a regular viewer of these videos and if you have been coming to the channel and always interested in health and well-being, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then it's my humble request that please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon, because it will motivate me to make more researchful and insightful videos on different topics, and also it will notify you that a new video has been released. Now, without any delay, let's get started. Now, first, let's understand how much is too much, which means overhydration. Now, the meaning of overhydration is that the rate at which you are drinking the water, your kidneys cannot excrete the same amount of water at the same rate from your body. Now, what is that limit that we are talking about? According to Annals of Internal Medicines, the maximum water excretion rate of kidneys is 800 milliliters to 1 liter. Now, what does this exactly mean? Is if you are drinking more than 1 liter of water in an hour, your kidneys cannot excrete that water. What actually happens in there is that since you are drinking a lot of water, the blood sodium level goes to such low level that it leads to a water intoxication, which leads to a death. Meaning, the disease that is called for this one is called hyponatremia, where your sodium level goes so low and it leads to a water intoxication. Now you'll ask me, is that a real situation? And I would say yes. And there is a very famous incident from the history. There was a reality show in US back in 2007, which was called Hold Your V for V, where contestants had to drink water every 15 minutes and they also had to hold their pee. Now, there was a contestant who came as a runner-up. She drank 7 quarts of water, which is equivalent to 6.5 liters of water in 3 hours. What? Now, that water intake is a lot more than the recommended or the maximum range, which is 1 liter per hour. This one is more than 2 liters per hour. And what happened is that at the end of the day, when she was at home, she died because of the water intoxication. So if you are drinking more than 1 liter of water per hour, then please be watchful. It might lead to, or it will lead to water intoxication. Now, that was Jennifer's example, which was a very specific case in that contest. What about a general population? Have we seen overhydration anywhere? Since 1981, due to overhydration, we have seen 14 deaths, which were mostly in the endurance athletes, since they had to consume a lot of water at the same time they are also losing a lot of sweat. Now, this is about overhydration. Let's take a look at the second part of this water intake, which is the dehydration. What is the case in case of dehydration? Now, in case of dehydration and diarrheal diseases, there has been 700,000 to 800,000 infants or toddlers that have been dying every year because of dehydration and diarrheal diseases. Now this is about the toddlers. What about the adults? In case of adults, 1 to 3% of the admissions that are happening in USA are because of the dehydration. Now by looking at these numbers, I must say, and even you can admit, that dehydration is a big problem compared to overhydration. Okay, so now let's first try to understand how much is the optimal water for you, which means that how much water you should drink to avoid the dehydration. As per the general notion in the world, many people say that you should drink when you feel thirsty. So if you feel thirsty, you should drink 1 glass or half a glass of water until you have satisfied your thirst. But let's go in the numbers part, because I think by giving the numbers you might have an idea that okay, if I'm drinking enough water or not. So it is recommended that you should drink 3 to 4 liters of water per day. Now if you're already consuming lots of fruits and vegetables, then even 2 to 3 liters of water would be sufficient. Now let's break down this number on an hourly basis in a day. So I was watching this podcast the other day from Andrew Huberman, and he specified a study where it was shown that how much water shall be drunk in the first few hours. So as per that, you should drink in the first 10 hours of the day 240 ml or 8 ounces of water every hour, which accounts for total 2.5 or 2.4 liters of water in first 10 hours. Now if we calibrate this number for the ones who exercise every day, then during every 15 minutes of exercise that you're doing, you shall consume 2 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight, which means that if you're just like me, who is 60 kilograms in weight and who work out for 1 hour, then you shall consume 360 ml or approximately 2 glasses of water or fluids during the time that you are exercising, so that you can refill the water that you have lost through the sweat. Now this is all about the numbers, but we cannot monitor the numbers every time. So how can we understand that we are dehydrated or we are not taking enough water? There are a few physical tests that you can do at home to understand this. For example, the first one is that you can pinch your back of the hand skin, you pinch it and you release it. If the color of the skin goes back to normal in 5 seconds, then you are not dehydrated. But if it does not go back, if it stays, say for example, usually it turns out to be red or yellow, it stays yellow or red after 5 seconds, which means that you are dehydrated. Second key indicator could be your urine color. So if your urine is mildly yellow or a bit yellow, then you have mild dehydration. But if it is dark brown or dark yellow, then you have higher dehydration. During both the times, and even the pinch one that I talked about, before visiting the doctor, I would recommend you drink more water and see if you're seeing any changes in the urine color or the skin color, to see if your dehydration has gone down, and then visit the doctor. Now finally, in the summary of this video, I would like to say, or I would like to answer the question that we left in the introduction, which is overhydration. I would say overhydration is near to impossible, and it's very rare to get overhydrated. Point number 2 is about the optimal water intake. So 3 to 4 liters is the optimal water intake. If you would like to track that, then we have hydration tracking bottles where it has got the numbers on it, which shows that either you are drinking 1 liter, 1.5 liters of water every day. You can track it with that. And point number 3, which is my final message about this topic, is just drink water and do not think about overhydration. Now with this message and this last sip of water that I'm going to drink through this bottle, I would like to say thank you so much for today. We will see in the next video. Until then, stay fit and live a fulfilling life.